Over 40 years of reggae music. Over 70 million records sold. The Barbados Reggae Weekend presents UB40.
You gotta smile so bright. You know you could have been a candle.
Sunday, April 28th, the National Botanical Gardens. Doors open at 3 p.m. Showtime is 6 p.m. It's UB40. Alongside Queen Ifrica, Ghost, Morgan Heritage, Massacre, Descend Chin, and Right Side of Red. Early bird general tickets $70 and early bird VIP $350. Regular general tickets $90 and regular VIP $400. From official box offices and ticketlinks.com. Sunday, April 28th, it's UB40 at the National Botanical Gardens. Powered by CBC Barbados. Over 40 years of reggae music. Over 70 million records sold. The Barbados Reggae Weekend presents UB40.
You gotta smile so bright. You know you could have been a candle.
Sunday, April 28th, the National Botanical Gardens. Doors open at 3 p.m. Showtime is 6 p.m. It's UB40. Alongside Queen Ifrica, Ghost, Morgan Heritage, Massacre, Descend Chin, and Right Side of Red. Early bird general tickets $70 and early bird VIP $350. Regular general tickets $90 and regular VIP $400. From official box offices and ticketlinks.com. Sunday, April 28th, it's UB40 at the National Botanical Gardens. Powered by CBC Barbados. Over 40 years of reggae music. Over 70 million records sold. The Barbados Reggae Weekend presents UB40.
You gotta smile so bright. You know you could have been a candle.
Sunday, April 28th, the National Botanical Gardens. Doors open at 3 p.m. Showtime is 6 p.m. It's UB40. Alongside Queen Ifrica, Ghost, Morgan Heritage, Massacre, Descend Chin, and Right Side of Red. Early bird general tickets $70 and early bird VIP $350. Regular general tickets $90 and regular VIP $400. From official box offices and ticketlinks.com. Sunday, April 28th, it's UB40 at the National Botanical Gardens. Powered by CBC Barbados. Over 40 years of reggae music. Over 70 million records sold. The Barbados Reggae Weekend presents UB40.
You gotta smile so bright. You know you could have been a candle.
Sunday, April 28th, the National Botanical Gardens. Doors open at 3 p.m. Showtime is 6 p.m. It's UB40. Alongside Queen Ifrica, Ghost, Morgan Heritage, Massacre, Descend Chin, and Right Side of Red. Early bird general tickets $70 and early bird VIP $350. Regular general tickets $90 and regular VIP $400. From official box offices and ticketlinks.com. Sunday, April 28th, it's UB40 at the National Botanical Gardens. Powered by CBC Barbados. Over 40 years of reggae music. Over 70 million records sold. The Barbados Reggae Weekend presents UB40.
You gotta smile so bright. You know you could have been a candle.
Sunday, April 28th, the National Botanical Gardens. Doors open at 3 p.m. Showtime is 6 p.m. It's UB40. Alongside Queen Ifrica, Ghost, Morgan Heritage, Massacre, Descend Chin, and Right Side of Red. Early bird general tickets $70 and early bird VIP $350. Regular general tickets $90 and regular VIP $400. From official box offices and ticketlinks.com. Sunday, April 28th, it's UB40 at the National Botanical Gardens. Powered by CBC Barbados. Over 40 years of reggae music. Over 70 million records sold. The Barbados Reggae Weekend presents UB40.
You gotta smile so bright. You know you could have been a candle.
Sunday, April 28th, the National Botanical Gardens. Doors open at 3 p.m. Showtime is 6 p.m. It's UB40 alongside Queen Ifrica, Ghost, Morgan Heritage, Massacre, Tessan Chin, and Right Side of Red. Early bird general tickets $70 and early bird VIP $350. Regular general tickets $90 and regular VIP $400 from official box offices and ticketlinks.com. Sunday, April 28th.
Barbados, get up.
Good morning, Barbados, good morning to you. Good morning, 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 morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, Barbados, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, morning, Barbados, good morning.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Morning to you.
This Wednesday, April 24th. So good to have you in company for another Morning Barbados presentation. Wherever you are here in Barbados or across the globe, welcome. Good to have you with us, particularly those of you who tune in every day online. So we have a good show planned for you today, as always, sharing what's happening here in Barbados, across the region, and indeed across the world. We'll be speaking with Marilyn Rice-Bowen as we tell you all about a new initiative being put on by the Barbados Association of Retired Persons. And you will want to get on board with that because they're going to tell you all about how you can secure your future, which is what we need to do as a rapidly aging population. Also, Alicia Payne Hurley of the National Cultural Foundation, she will be in to tell us about a new dance initiative and what's happening as we look to the season of emancipation and crop over 2024. Of course, this year we're also celebrating 50 years of our national festival. Plus, we're talking Pan Pundy Hill. How about that? Everybody's heading to Farley Hill for some great pan music. And Laurie Worrell will be here to tell us more about that, along with Alyssa Bell and Tallulah Durant. You won't want to miss hearing about Pan on the Hill. And we're telling you all about a worship event that's going to ask you to come out dressed in all white. So we're going to tell you why white and when the initiative is coming up as well. It's really meant to spiritually awake people. So we'll tell you exactly how you can be a part of that particular initiative. Plus, we are still presenting sponsor for Reggae in the Gardens coming up on April 28th. So you just might get a chance to win a ticket, but you have to keep on viewing and make sure that you listen very, very carefully. We also have some friends who are here in Barbados broadcasting live for this week, and they're over at the Hilton Hotel every single day and enjoying being here. So Cedric Lynch, no stranger to Morning Barbados, Cedric of the BTMI, he is going to be in with some friends who are from Kent. And they're going to tell us all about where they're from and why they're here and how they're doing it every day from and for Barbados. But we want to start by celebrating with British Airways. They're celebrating their 70th anniversary. And this is a major deal. For many years, when we heard the name British Airways, it was synonymous with air travel and bringing lots and lots of people to Barbados, and that has only grown through the years. So it's wonderful for Barbados and Morning Barbados to be able to celebrate with British Airways. Joining us to talk about that celebration, we have Cheryl Carter, who is the Chief Operations Officer with the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. Good morning, Cheryl,
morning.
and welcome.
Good morning.
And she's brought along Colin Lacey, who's Chief Commercial Officer with British Airways. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome and happy birthday.
Thank you. It's great to be here. So,
It's good to have you. So Cheryl, talk to us about the significance, first of all, of having British Airways be a partner with Barbados.
British Airways is absolutely key to Barbados's growth and or tourism industry. And we've enjoyed a very long partnership, as you said earlier. It's a platinum celebration. And we've been looking forward to this for the last few months. A number of initiatives have taken place in market. and on board. I'm sure many of you would have seen that we've had Mount Gay rum being served on board all of the British Airways for the month of April for the very first time. There have been a number of promotions through the loyalty program. Avios, I believe, I'm not sure if you're going to speak to that, but Avios, they ran a sale last week where you could just buy a trip to Barbados one day, February next year. And the flight sold out in 1 hour and 37 minutes, the fastest ever for an Avios promotion. There's an in-flight club class promotion for passengers globally. We've done so much. And of course, tonight we're celebrating with a reception at Ilara Court, where we will again say thanks to British Airways for the service, for the confidence that they've had in the brand over the years.
Talk to us, Colum, about the relationship with British Airways and Barbados through the years.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, it's an honour to be here, celebrating this. This is a key milestone in our aviation history, 70 years connecting Barbados with London and beyond. But our partnership with the tourist board has been, it's absolutely, it's imperative for, how we survive in terms of this market, making sure that Barbados is out there, forefront of our customers, and ensuring that we work together in partnership to bring tourists to this paradise island. So it's great.
It's wonderful. Cheryl, what are some of the key, most memorable moments and, highlights of this long and very fruitful relationship?
I don't think we can talk about British Airways partnership without first mentioning the Concorde. And only yesterday I was talking to someone. It's amazing how many people do not realize that Barbados was one of only 4 destinations in the world with a scheduled Concorde service. It was Barbados, London, Paris, and New York. That is huge for us, a 166 square mile island. And of course, this week, we also have a past captain of the Concorde who is joining us for the celebration because of the significance of this occasion. Of course, I was just speaking to Colum. BA was actually the first airline we renegotiated with coming out of the COVID pandemic. I think they were the first out of the other side of the Atlantic to re-enter Barbados. We've always had a really special relationship. We've had in the last winter the introduction of a new aircraft, which saw us have a club class for the first time, the largest club class on board, 76 seats. And friends of mine would get on the flight and say, but this club class is going beyond the wing of the aircraft, what's happening? But it's a destination that has always enjoyed a really close, a mutually rewarding relationship with British Airways. It's one that I think is most rewarding for me. 9 years I was in the UK, and we work hand in glove, as Colm said earlier. So those are the 2 things that I think about.
Wonderful. From your perspective, what will be some of the highlights of your celebrations for the 70th anniversary?
Wow, I mean, to be honest, it's 70 years. There's so many things that we've achieved together. It's quite exciting to have this opportunity. I mean, you talk about Concorde. It was like, for British Airways, Barbados was one of 2 destinations that we flew in terms of New York and Barbados. For me, I think the important thing is it's about the partnership. It's about connecting Barbados with the UK and beyond. If you think about all of the opportunities that brings for business, for leisure, visiting friends and relatives, it really is about that closeness of the 2 nations. But for us, again, you sort of think it's 7 decades of flying. There's an awful lot of people here in Barbados, part of the British Airways family, that have been key and pivotal in actually hitting this milestone. But to have this, opportunity to be flying for 70 years, it really is about the partnerships, the way we work, with the government, with the aviation authorities, with the airports, with British Airways Holidays, working with the hoteliers, making this actually opportunity for generations to visit and have wonderful memories of this island. So it's really important.
Definitely, and we've been able to develop such strong cultural and economic ties and otherwise through airlift. We hear this a lot. So it truly is important to have these types of relationships
It absolutely
where we're
is.
able to get numbers here, where we're able to get people here. So take us behind the scenes, so to speak, in terms of what it's like to be able to, what we have to do to be able to maintain these relationships, build this interest so that we can say a flight sells out in such short order 70 years later. Because we're not seeing a decline in the interest. We most certainly are seeing where Barbados has become one of these aspirational destinations, especially for people in the UK. Just this week I was online and an influencer was, he was doing a skit and he was thinking Barbados, just to be able to go there for his holiday. So, people continue to want to come here.
You're absolutely right. And we have continued to position the destination as aspirational and iconic. And as I said just now, when you look at the configuration of the aircraft, it speaks to the caliber of visitor who comes to Barbados, who wants to be here. This coming winter, British Airways will double the capacity in their first class cabin. Again, that speaks to the type of customer that we continue to attract. And we work hand in glove. We have a very robust co-op, what we call a co-op marketing campaign across the year. So there are many different tactics from a marketing PR. We engage influencers. We literally are joined at the hip and have been for a very long time.
All right, who's celebrating with us? Who's here for the awesome celebration and all of what will be happening, including being at Ilaro Court? And I mean, that's the height of fancy for us.
Well,
I mean, from your end, Colin.
I'm not actually sure we talked about who's invited. What we do know is about 300 guests coming tonight. It's going to be a fantastic event. It's a real honour. I can't wait to actually to go in terms of actually experience itself. But I've seen some of the guests. It's a phenomenal list, as you'd expect in terms of the attraction of Barbados and the people, as Cheryl talks about, both here and who come to visit here. It's got a unique marketplace in terms of where it's situated. So it's great.
Yeah, and if I could just say, there are two partners who've traveled this journey with British Airways who are going to be featured prominently tonight. And I mentioned one just earlier, that was Mount Gay, and the other is Goddard's Catering Group. They've been on board. They're the ones who make sure that the passengers who leave Barbados get to taste that's their lingering taste of Barbados before they arrive back in the UK. So we look forward to tonight. We think it's going to be an amazing evening.
I think it absolutely will be, just set against, the pristine grounds at Ilaro Court. I'm sure that all will be well fetid, watered,
Absolutely,
and everything else. What are we doing to ensure that this relationship is secure for generations to come, as Colin said, for more Barbadians to enjoy and more British people to enjoy, to come to our shores? What are we doing to secure this relationship as we look toward another 70 years?
So, I think there's a couple of things. I think, we talk about the partnership. It's not just with us as British Airways, but British Airways Holidays. And, you think about the guests come tonight, there's a lot of hoteliers as well as ground transport operators. For us, it's all about the partnership, that everybody who's involved in this working together. And I think over the years, we've managed to maintain that it's all about growing our business jointly, so that no one person, seems to think they can do it on their own. So for me, that's really important. For British Airways as an airline, we're on a journey to be a better BA. We're investing millions in terms of actually what we need to do in terms of not just about new aircraft, but actually making sure that we have a customer experience that is unparalleled, that basically continues to delight and surpass our customers' expectations. One of the key things we're focusing on at the moment is actually our operation reliability. Obviously, we're rebuilding in terms of post-COVID years, and it's really important because it doesn't matter how great your premium cabins are. We got to get the basics right and being on time. We have a huge development ongoing in our IT, and that's just not the underlying platforms, but our entire digital experience is going to be upgraded, and you're going to start seeing that roll out later half of this year. And again, these are the type of things that our customers expect now. Particularly, I think, the world has changed in terms of the demands that people expect in terms of being able to do everything online. And for me, that's really important, and working together, that we ensure that our customers can buy service and see the opportunities of coming to places like Barbados. So, but one of the other key things that we're focused on is sustainability, and again, that's one of the things that we, as an airline industry, have to talk about, but also with our partners, because it's really important. Because for us to be sustainable in terms is key, because otherwise, how are we going to have generations coming back to Barbados time and time again? And we need to invest to make sure that's achievable in the future.
I'm going to give you a chance to reply to that question too, Cheryl. Building on what we have here already, what are we doing from this end?
Well, I think a lot of it stems from what we're doing in terms of our own product development, working closely with our private sector partners here. We have a very close relationship with Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, and looking at what the customer is looking for, trying to make sure that we can provide that unique experience, providing an even more immersive experience, because that's what we're hearing from travelers today. They no longer just want to, as we would refer to it, fly and flop. They want to be a part of the community. They want to feel like a Barbadian. They really want to live like a Barbadian while they're here. And so we're doing more to promote the leisure component, which obviously is a hotel and the beaches and so on, but we're doing more to promote our festivals and our events and our community-based activities and so on. And we are using the channels where we collaborate with British Airways for our marketing to get those messages out. So I think together we're on the right path. We've got the messaging right, and we continue to build on that.
I'd say so. Colm, you can't come to Barbados without a most memorable moment or most memorable times. Maybe from a personal perspective, who knows? Maybe in a professional capacity or something about the airline itself. But you can't come here without sharing.
Yeah, no, that's to be honest, Barbados a special place in my heart. It's the first island my wife, myself visited about 22 years ago. So it's really nice to be back. My wife's with me on this trip, but I look back, I've had some great times. We've done some great events. I think about the football legends, meeting some of the football players, having a beer with them downtown. But I think one of my highlights of my time being here is the CTO conference in 2010. I got the opportunity of meeting one of my childhood heroes, Sir Garfield Sobers, and that to me is one of my most special times. Him telling stories about the days on tour, and that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for this opportunity of being in Barbados. So that's one of my special times in Barbados.
Well, and this is what it's all about, Cheryl. We hear so many people who are repeat visitors who've come year after year and who keep coming back to Barbados.
They do, and this market is known for that. They come out twice, 3 times, even in the face of some harsh economic times. The British their holiday is sacrosanct, and we're still seeing that there is a demand. They will put things on the back burner to take that holiday, and so that's what we're doing, making sure that we're top of mind, making sure that we're when they're deciding where to go, and that Barbados is very present, and ensuring that once they get here, they have an amazing time on the island.
All right, that's good stuff. Let's look back as we celebrate 70, from where we started with the first flight 70 years ago to where we are today. I know it's a long period of time to look at, but from where you sit, from a BA perspective, what has the relationship been for you overall as you reflect on 70 years?
70 years. I mean, it's first flight in 1954. It was, you sort of think about the connecting of the two nations. And I think as you look at over time, it's just gone from strength to strength. We have double daily, flights this winter. You've seen that growth. We've got a bigger aircraft on this summer, so we've got 10% more seats this summer versus last summer. So, when you look back over that period, it just seems to go from strength to strength. And I think it is key, as we talk about, it's about the partnership. It's about, Barbados offers something to the UK public. Cheryl spent just over 9 years in the UK. She knows why coming to somewhere like Barbados is so necessary in terms of, the opportunity of seeing, this paradise island. It's tropical, green, blue waters. I mean, it has something unique that basically people want, and we want generations to be able to enjoy it in the future. So for me, we got to look back and, but more importantly, look forward about how we make sure that we have a sustainable future in that.
And thinking about where we've come, Cheryl, from the early years of Seawell.
Seawell, that's right.
Not that I can remember Seawell, apart from
I'll
maybe
pretend I don't remember.
the manufacturing show that used to go on.
Yes.
In the early days, I remember as a little school girl going there. Outside of that, I can't say that I have many memories from then. But most certainly what really sits with me is the Concorde and how we were able to adapt that. It says that we have been and are inextricably linked because even the Concorde became a place of interest for Barbados.
That's right.
So that means a great deal to our history and our future.
It certainly does. And when you think of, some of the milestones for Barbados during the 70 years, we became an independent nation. We became a republic. We saw our national hero thrive, Sir Garfield. We saw the advent of a Rihanna. There's a lot that has happened in our lifetime in the 70 years that you've been flying to Barbados. So it's
Right. Well, all that's left for us to do is to continue to celebrate with BA, as I'm sure most Barbadians will look forward to doing. And we're happy to hear that there are going to be some amazing deals to help us celebrate with you as well. He's laughing, but no comment.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're always working together to make sure that we have the right price, to make sure that we can actually stimulate demand and make sure that we gives good value for money for all our customers.
Perfect answer.
That's right.
Yes? All right. So final word for you, Cheryl. I know that this, as we've mentioned throughout the interview, means a great deal to every Barbadian, but most importantly to the BTMI, the people who are doing a lot of the shadow work that we don't necessarily see up in lights all the time, but we know you're constantly working behind the scenes to bring people here.
We are.
And that's of equal importance as anything else we're doing.
Absolutely. It's a 365-day, 24-hour-a-day job. And my team will tell you, it's a case of we're essentially feeding a nation. It's not just tourism, we're feeding a nation. It's a huge responsibility, it's a huge undertaking. We take it very seriously. And I think the results that we are seeing, certainly last year for Barbados, was the best year ever for the United Kingdom. And it represented a 9% growth over the previous year. So that in itself, in the current environment, I think speaks volumes.
All right, final words from you, Colum. From BA to BIM.
What I would like to say is that, thank you for having me here. It's great to be here. It's great to mark this. It's a huge milestone, 70 years of flying for British Airways to Barbados. And for me, it's all about continuing to work together so that we can make sure that we've got future generations who have the opportunity to both come to Barbados and for people from Barbados to come and visit the UK and beyond. So, long may it continue, and look forward to at least another 70 years.
Absolutely, and I must apologize because all the champagne I ordered this morning is late. But I will celebrate with you in mind when it finally gets here. But I'm sure you will have an equally good time tonight as, we celebrate the way we love to in Barbados with much pomp and ceremony.
We do. And you should come and join us.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you don't have to ask me twice. All right, well, thank you both for getting up early to come and share with us. Usually when we're talking about heading off to Barbados, maybe people think of sleeping late, but I know it's all work. It's all work for you, or at least we're thinking so. Fingers crossed. Yes, it is all work. All right, so thank you so much. Colum Lacey is Chief Commercial Officer with British Airways, again, celebrating 70 years of flying to beautiful BIM. And Cheryl Carter, Chief Operations Officer with the BTMI, and they are really doing some Herculean work, heavy lifting, and as she said, feeding a nation. So we're most grateful for all of their efforts. All right, it's time for us to take a break, and when we come back, we are broadcasting radio style from Barbados to Kent. Interesting. We'll tell you more after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
enjoy the game with Dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love cruise.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
So good in a party yet. You know why?
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
For the past 19 years, QFM has been sharing with you, learning from you, and together building a community for all mature audiences. That's why we say Q is good for you. To our Q family, we say thank you for staying connected to Q 100.7 FM. QFM is a station of the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation. CBC, celebrating 60, connecting Barbadian communities.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and News Night reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-555.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's 29 minutes before 7 o'clock. The children are back to school. Back to school was yesterday, so I know there's lots of hustling and bustling going on all across the island. Whatever you're doing, though, be careful. Take your time. And even if you get there late for today, make sure you make a plan so you're not late tomorrow as well. So we're continuing our relationship as we continue to talk about all that's been happening, not only here in Barbados, but in the UK. How about that? So we have to welcome a few people who came to visit me this morning, and they're already at the end of their shift. They've done all their work for today already, and now they have to work with me. So we're welcoming Chelsea Little and Gary Wilson of KMFM radio station in Kent, the UK, who are here in Barbados and have been broadcasting from the Hilton. Oh, what heavy lifting you have to do for this entire week. Cedric Lynch is Business Development Officer with the BTMI UK office. Always good to have you here. Good to see you too, Cedric.
Thanks.
So welcome, all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
And for both of you, it's your first time in Barbados, so welcome to BIM.
Oh, I love it here.
Can we stay?
Yeah.
I think the BA man says something. If you've got a double R in your name, you can stay. I think that's what the man from BA said. So I'm hoping.
He said if you have a double R.
Yeah, I think that's what he said. I'm pretty sure.
So your name is Garry.
Yes, that's right. Luckily. So that's great.
How convenient.
Oh, that's just great.
Just like that.
Is it double letters or just a double R?
I can't remember. I think double R. I think just double R. So
Chelsea,
yeah.
I don't make the cut. I thought the two.
Yeah,
T's
unlucky. It's just the way it goes sometimes. But
I'll just come for a
I just have to stay.
Yeah, I agree. Talk to me about this relationship again, Cedric, because I know that for many years we've been bringing stations here to take in a lot of what we offer. Sunshine, sea, fun, sun, and broadcast from here. They're on air from 1 o'clock in the morning because of the time difference to 5, and then you guys kind of came on air and came off air and came on air.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the relationship.
Well, every 2 to 3 years we do a little promotion with Adventures in Radio. They're involved with the stations across the UK. So we'll say to them, well, we want to do a little promotion on Barbados, and we want stations from this area, that area, from where we have like good feeder areas for the flights and for good potential business. So this year we had a set, we got 7 to 8. We bought 7 stations this time, and this was in association with playing with the number 7 for 70 years for BA celebration as well. Normally we bring like 4 or 5. So this was good. It was a good way to get the Barbados story over and across the whole of the UK. I think the only place not represented on this trip is Scotland.
Wow, Gary with 2 R's.
Yes.
Was it a hard sell for KMFM to come to Barbados?
They had to really twist their arms to come out here and sample it, obviously, but we really believe that our listeners would appreciate it. So we've gone out on a limb and we've decided to come to try and sell it to them. It's going to be difficult, obviously, to try and offer them a prize to come here and stay at the Hilton and enjoy 7 nights of luxury with white sand and the blue skies and the palms and the leafy inlands to go and enjoy the scenery and meet the people and the music. Obviously difficult, but we're trying our best.
And it's your first time here too, Chelsea.
Yeah, it is.
So talk to me about your initial thoughts of Barbados.
I think every experience we've been able to have so far has just taken my breath away. That you have an expectation of an island, of a place, and you turn up and you never expect it. It never quite fits, but it's not just like a film, it's beyond that. Whether, like we said, whether it's the beaches, the sand is whiter than white. The ocean you can see right to the ground. We saw a turtle on the first day. It's just, this place is magic, and the people are magic as well. They're just so warm. They're like a warm hug as a person, and I think that's what's really blown me away, especially literally from day one. It's been phenomenal. I feel very lucky to be here.
Cedric, how has this initiative kind of translated to positivity for us throughout the years, bringing stations here representing different varied parts of the UK and so on, to be able to share from Barbados about Barbados?
Well, most of the invited radio stations were sending their best personalities. I'll take my check when we're
Yeah, no, that's right. They couldn't make it, but we stepped
and they do have massive followers, so they get the story over, and then with the additional added value of, let's say we're offering a trip for 2, then more people listen because they want to enter the competition on the radio to see if they can win. Now they paint the picture of Barbados, and now with so much social media around, everybody every day is doing all kinds of pictures and little short snippets and stuff. So they help us to push Barbados into areas and to people that we probably wouldn't have gotten to. And if you're doing drive time, let's say on mornings, and you're a big fan of KMFM, you have your station on in the car, you're in the queue standing, you can't help but hear Barbados. Over 5 days, we'll probably reach, I don't know, maybe 12, 15 million people.
Wow. As I mentioned to you off air, I was having lunch with some friends from the UK last week, and they were going on, especially one particular friend, she was going on and on about the radio station because she's from Kent, and she loves your station. So Gary, tell me all about KMFM.
So we play what we call Kent's biggest hits, which is the biggest and best songs from the biggest and best artists from all around the world. So Rihanna, have you heard of her? I believe she was a local girl.
Clearly.
She's done quite well for herself. We play Rihanna, Beyonce, Dua Lipa, all that kind of brilliant music. We play new music in the evenings on our shows, introducing new music and new artists to our audience. That's us really. We just play, brilliant music, and then in the morning time on the breakfast show, myself and Chelsea get to muck around essentially, obviously we have competitions like the one we have right now, which is giving people a chance to come here and sample what we're sampling. So our job really is to sell, if you like, Barbados, but it doesn't take much, obviously.
Yeah, what's Kent known for, Chelsea?
It's called the Garden of England because it's so green and beautiful and there's so much about it, but there's loads of hidden gems in there. I mean, it's difficult to pinpoint. I think, again, like Barbados, the people are great. They make it. We've got castles. We've got like Leeds Castle. There's a castle in Rochester. You've got Chatham Docks, which is full of history. There's loads of filming there. There's so many little gems hidden and scattered around. We've got the White Cliffs of Dover. There's a song about that. So we do pretty well, to be honest. But obviously KMFM is the thing we're known for the most.
Yeah. That's the most famous thing about Kent.
Yeah, logistically, this must take a great deal because broadcasting, you can't necessarily just sit all next to each other. These days, I would imagine it's a little easier with the technology that we have available to us, but to be able to kind of pull this together, Cedric, tell me what it takes.
Well, we depend on them. Once we've got the stations, they get a little brief of what we are looking for, and they just put it together and paint the picture. And like I said, the added value of winning a trip to Barbados, they'll start maybe a couple of weeks before they got here. I think one of the stations out here had 14,000 entries and they haven't even started yet. They haven't even started to broadcast from here yet. So therefore the interest is generated from quite early. So I'm sure by the time Chelsea and Gary checks there, they might probably break that record. So it means that more and more people are hearing you from Monday to Friday. For a whole week, you're plastered all over the place, so it's good. It's really good.
Gary, how do we win? I mean, people in Kent.
Yes.
How do they win?
Well, really, all they've got to do is answer a really easy question on our website. We've made it really easy because we want as many people as we possibly can to get involved. Because obviously,
what's the website, Gary?
It is kmfm.co.uk, and if you go there, you will see the Live from Barbados graphics. You'll probably see two very good-looking people there. That'll probably be us. If you click on that,
looking at our best.
Yeah. If you click on that, there's a lot of photoshopping. Click on that, and you'll go through, and you'll see there's a really easy question that people can. Even perhaps if they're not sure of the answer, do a bit of cheating on the website because we want people to find out a bit that they didn't know already about Barbados as they enter. And our job also is to say so much more than just beaches and the palm trees and the beautiful turquoise seas. There's so much more, and we're already, in just a few days we've been here, we've found out so much stuff that you wouldn't necessarily know about Barbados. I mean, I found out, I don't know whether you know this, but it was one of the first places, if not the first place, to produce rum. We found that out the other day, and it was quite a revelation. It's amazing.
We're actually the rum that invented rum, so it all started here, Gary. It's true.
Yes.
I know it's hard for you to believe, but
yes, I'm glad you've kept up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where have we been taking them? I know they're at the Hilton. That's a beautiful spot. It doesn't get better than that in terms of the beach and the ambience and everything else. The rum punch. But what else is planned for the team?
Well, so far we've done a cat cruise. We've been on I'm trying to come off the beach a little bit, so we went on a hike yesterday to Cocoa Hills. And then another group went to Walker's World, Wired, something called Wired. I didn't even know it existed. But everybody's coming back with great reports on it. So we tried to spread it out a little bit. We had some lunches and dinners, different places, so that you've got lots to talk about. We've got the BA celebration tonight. Tomorrow we have Harbour Lights as a thing, and in the day we're going to go over to Eco Lifestyle Lodge. So we're trying to show them both sides of the island, etc. So, and not work them too hard because they still need to do the editing and stuff. We had loads of interviews with the major players in the tourism industry. So we went from hotels, we introduced places like Wyndham, which is quite new. There's no real prejudice with Hilton with other people coming in. I've done one. We had some today with road tennis.
Lots of things, Cedric.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really been good having you here. And I'm waiting for my invitation. I want to talk to the people in Kent too.
Yeah, you're coming on. We will record
like.
something. As soon as you're off air, come and we'll record something.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, or in an ad break.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
So thank you so much, Chelsea Little. Gary Wilson with 2 R's, which means he gets to stay.
Isn't that amazing?
Rest and recovery.
And Cedric Lynch. Thank you all for, because you were on air 1 to 5.
Yeah.
And now you're here. So, this is...
Hurrah for coffee.
I was going to say, coffee helps.
Overtime, yeah?
Yeah, thanks.
All right, well, good stuff. Thank you. Always good to see you, Cedric.
Likewise.
Whether it's here in Barbados or...
In the UK.
In the UK. I think I see you more in the UK than in Barbados.
Yes.
All right, but good to have all of you here, and a special good morning to everybody in Kent.
Yep. They're watching.
Make sure you get online and get a chance to come on back to Barbados.
Yeah, come on.
About that, or come to Barbados for the very first time, whatever it is. It's time for another break here on Morning Barbados, but we have so much more to come. We still have an update of the news, and we have loads of celebrations to tell you all about. That's all coming up, so stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love cruise. When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. It's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
So good in a party yet. You know why?
My friend, you don't plan to get her? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it. Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So welcome back. 14 minutes now before 7 o'clock. The clock is just ticking by. It's really going by, lots and lots of time. But good to have you here and tuned in to Morning Barbados, whatever you're doing. I haven't had my coffee, but I have my nice little Morning Barbados cup. How about that? I know a lady who likes the cup. I see her smiling. Alicia Payne-Hurley of the National Cultural Foundation. She is the Cultural Officer for Dance. How are you doing today? Welcome.
Thank you, Tisha. I'm good, and I do like the cup. I do like the cup. Hint, hint. Yeah.
Thank you so much. This conversation is one that I've been really looking forward to. It's always wonderful to talk about Barbados' intangible cultural heritage, and it really ties in with and follows on to everything we were talking about this morning. We had BA here celebrating 70 years of flying to Barbados. We talked with Cedric from the BTMI about bringing radio stations here to share all about Barbados and offer a trip to come to Barbados. And here we are now talking about all the ways that we are celebrating Barbados' cultural heritage.
Oh yes, definitely.
They all really tie together to offer the product that is Barbados.
Yeah, definitely. We are in a celebratory year as well at the National Cultural Foundation, starting with the 50th anniversary of NIFCA in November, and we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of the NCF, and also the 50th anniversary of Crop Over, so lots of celebrations. But intangible cultural heritage, the NCF every year embarks on numerous programs. My desk, the Dance Desk, we do the community training program, the ICH, or Intangible Cultural Heritage Community Training Program. where we open up, dance and movement forms that are dear to us and of us, to the island for free. And so we zone our classes, and we held classes from January this year in African street dance, stick licking, stilt walking, Afrobeat, Landship, maypole, tuck and flute. And Barbadians of all ages, all ranges, all sizes, all experiences were able to come out and learn for free. And we culminate this program with a performance and presentation by those who have braved it on May Day at the May Day Barbados Workers Union. It's About You Family Fun Day, May 1st from 12 p.m. until 6 p.m.
The way that you engage with the community in these various ways, what it does too is it unearths talent. So there are some people out there who might not even know that they have an interest in dance, this intangible cultural heritage that we're talking about. I know you listed all of those genres. They're rolled off of your tongue because you're accustomed to talking about them every day. But as you listed them, I was thinking, oh my, there are so many. So even though we know them, it's really great to get into the heart of the community and be able to share in that way, because we are ensuring that we are sharing our intangible cultural heritage for generations to come. What was the response like? I know that you are hands-on and usually on the ground as well. So what was the response like as you went into communities across the island?
Yeah, this is the second term of this program. We've started in September 2022, and the response from then till now has been phenomenal. The beauty of this program, as you said, I'm on the ground, I'm seeing it happen. The beauty of this program is that, mommy may have brought the daughter and then end up in class because there's no age limit. So I have classes with students from 4 years old to up to 65, 66 years old doing class together. And as you said before, persons who may have seen stilt walking or heard of stick licking, or heard of or seen Landship, who said, oh, I'll try it, I'm not too sure, and then they're hooked. There's some people who do all the classes. They just find a location that suits them and the time, and they do all the classes. And it's great exercise, it's great fun, they meet people, and now they're meeting more people because they're coming together for the group rehearsals from all across the island to get ready for the May Day presentation.
And it's also wonderful to see that we've now had a number of Landship troops, for example, developed at many of the secondary schools as well. Some primary schools too.
Oh yes, definitely. The NCF's Landship in Schools program, and we also have the Landship in the Community program. And so we have schools, 10 schools right now, who have their own docks and own ships. They're creating their own insignias. They are, the students are learning everything about the Landship, not just the movement, but also about the susu, the history, everything about it, the understanding of the uniforms. They're creating new uniforms unique to them, and getting ready for a presentation later on in the year at Crop Over. And so Landship, we have it in the schools, we also have it in the communities, as I said, and we do Landship, maypole, and we also do tuck and flute, tuck drumming and flute. And I think people will be in for a fabulous surprise when they see our little amateur tuck orchestra, who will probably shock them on May Day. Yeah.
And I know that you are very mindful of the activities and events that you participate in, put on, or play a role in the season of emancipation. May Day is one such day, so no better day to showcase what you're doing in the community in terms of our intangible cultural heritage than on May Day.
Yes, and it's definitely a day where the Barbados Workers Union, under the theme, it's about you too, can't get any greater than that. For people to come out, it's a free event, it's a family event. Bring your picnic baskets, your blankets, come out, you get to see lots of entertainment, but you also get to see persons in the community just like yourself, not necessarily professional dancers, persons who have never done this before, who, as I said, have braved it and decided, you know what, I'm going to show the world what I've been doing since January 6th, and I'm going to do it with pride.
Where are these people coming from? Where did you train them? Was it concentrated in certain parts of the island?
No, it was all over the island. We zoned the island into 4 zones. And so we have classes from Darrell Jordan to Princess Margaret. They're all across the island, the center, the outer skirts, the inskirts, even at the NCF. Right now, rehearsals are crazy. If you happen to pass by the NCF on a Saturday, you're going to see dancing on the inside, dancing in the car park, dancing wherever they could dance. Stilt walkers. The stilt walking is our new addition for this year. And I think people will be genuinely surprised to see. We have mother-daughter duos. We have young children as young as 5 years old on the stilts, and the things that they're doing in this short 10 to 12 weeks. Amazing.
Oh, that's beautiful. So how many people are we talking about that will be gracing the stage to showcase all that they've learned in these sessions?
Well, we registered initially about close to 470, 500 people.
But I was not looking for that figure. You have to pause for a minute. 470 people?
Yes, in this term we registered. Over the last couple of terms, I would say we've amounted probably about 1,500 people. You're going to see out of that 470, about 260 something, about 67 brave souls. Yep.
Wow, that is amazing. I most certainly was not looking for those numbers. I thought you would say we registered close to 100 people, not 470 people, with half of those people being on display. So talk to me about what they will be doing on May Day.
They will be showing you a little bit of Landship and Maypole. They'll be showing you some tuck and flute. They will be showing you Afrobeat, which is the sensation of the young people right now, Afrobeat dancing, street dancing as well. They'll also be showing you stick licking, Bajan stick licking, and stilt walking, and African. The African piece has 57 people in that choreography alone.
Oh, that's excellent. The choreographies, the planning, the rehearsals, everything behind it. That must be a heavy undertaking.
Oh, it definitely is. I have a wonderful team, coordinator Danielle Ford. She is my lifeline, keeping everything together. And the tutors are selected based on how well they work with the community. Of course, they all know this stuff. You have names like Geraldine Lynch. You have Ify Wilkinson, Carl Frog Smith, Pinelands Creative Workshop. They have a teaching troupe there as well. In street dance, you have the Jamal Dawes and these persons. So they're in good hands, and all of the assessments and all of the recommendations coming in is make sure you keep our tutors. They're fantastic. And so the team helps me. They do their job, and I do mine to make sure that everybody's ready for this May Day presentation.
Of course, it's going to be at, as you mentioned, the BWU's May Day celebration, and they're making a picnic and family fun day.
Yes, please.
So this is an opportunity for the family to see what people have been doing, while their relatives and friends and neighbors have been learning in the program as well.
Oh yes, and it's at the National Botanical Gardens. You can't want it any better than that. Last year when we did the presentation, the families just came forward in droves to see their loved ones in this presentation, and the phones came out, the cameras came out, and the screaming and the enjoyment. So proud of what their little ones and their older ones have been doing in the few months that they were training.
Let's talk a bit about the indirect benefits can there be indirect benefits? They're all going to be out there, because when we think about families coming out together and learning something new about Barbados, about our culture, about our heritage, it can make a big difference in communities and families.
Definitely. We're really working towards sustainability of our intangible cultural heritage forms, making sure that all Barbadians not only know of or have seen the Landship, but know a move or two and understand that it's more than just the movement, to understand that something like stick licking or our nation martial art was created right here. And when you heard Bad John back in the day, you quivered in your boots because the stick lickers were coming. To understand that stilt walking and to get more stilt walkers, trained and ready to perform, we're really preserving what is uniquely ours.
So we're truly inviting you to come out this May Day.
Definitely.
May 1st. And it sounds like it's a far away, but
it's right there.
It's right there. To not only celebrate with the BWU and BWU with their theme this year, it's about you too, the family fun day and picnic, but also to experience the energetic performances in 7 dances, movement and music. As you mentioned, tuk and flute, Bajan stick licking, street dance, Afrobeat, Landship and Maypole, stilt walking, and African dance. That's all coming up. So final word for you to encourage Barbadians, not that you have to come out and enjoy.
Oh, I just want them to really come out and see what they've been doing over the last couple of months. They've been working hard. They're now understanding the rigors of performance and preparing for performance. And so the additional rehearsals, getting the costumes ready and right, the excitement is in the air. They're so ready to perform for Barbados, and they just want Barbados to be there to receive them.
Oh, beautiful. And thank you, of course, at the NCF for continuing to share all the things that we have loved through the years to ensure that generations to come can enjoy all that makes up our tangible and intangible cultural heritage.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Alicia Hurley Payne is a schoolmate of mine. And also she is Cultural Officer Dance with the National Cultural Foundation. So make sure you come on out on May Day and celebrate with all of the people from across the island and the Barbados Workers Union and the National Cultural Foundation. Happy 40th for Crop Over. Happy 50th. Lots of things to celebrate. So make it an occasion for the entire family. And who knows, you might learn something about or teach the little ones about Bajan excursions. So you can do that as well. All right, it's time for another break. We still have an update of the news coming up for you. Plus, Marilyn Rice-Bowen, she is here. I can see her out of the corner of my eye. Always peeking off to the side. And Jewel Denner is also here. They're talking to us all about the BARP Life Benefit Plan. So you want to stick around for that. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
For the past 19 years, QFM has been sharing with you, learning from you, and together building a community for our mature audiences. That's why we say Q is good for you. To our Q family, we say thank you for staying connected to Q 100.7 FM. QFM is a station of the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation. CBC, celebrating 60, connecting Barbadian communities.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and News Night reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb. From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love Crew. When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. It's a different feeling altogether.
I never
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
You know why?
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it. Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Don't leave your final expenses to chance. If you're a member of BARP, sign up for the BARP Life Benefit Plan, and your loved ones can receive $5,000. If you're already on the plan, you still need to sign up. Special conditions apply. Open enrollment ends April 30th. Come to the BARP headquarters in Hastings, Christchurch, or Lynch Insurance Brokers Sky Mall and sign up. Every signature counts. Visit our social media pages for more info. The BARP Life Benefit Plan. Sign up today.
BARP, bold, active, resourceful, proud.
What a wonderful initiative that you absolutely have to jump on. That's why we had to have Lynch Insurance Brokers represented this morning through Jewel Denner, who's Manager Health and Benefits Division with Lynch Insurance Brokers, and Marilyn Rice-Bourne, President of BARP, here with us today to talk all about this amazing opportunity. Marilyn, always good to have you with us. Welcome, ladies.
Always good to be here as well.
Thank you. Good stuff. Talk to me about what's on offer with this new BARP Life Benefits Plan.
Okay, thank you, Joelle, and good morning, Barbados. The Life Benefit Plan, Joel will speak to the technical side of the plan, and I will look at it from a social perspective, why it is important. What it does, it pays a specified amount, $5,000 at death, to the family, the named beneficiary on the policy. But why it's important is because we recognize that persons die and their families are left trying to find sources of revenue to complete the final expenses, namely the burial. And part of our remit is to ensure that our members can lead lives of independence and dignity. And we firmly believe that that dignity should be transported even when they're leaving. So this $5,000 is a way of assisting families with meeting those final expenses. And also I can state firmly that once you are a BARP member and you have signed up for the life benefit, I can tell you that no BARP member will ever have a pauper's burial, because there are still cases in the country where there are pauper's burials, you know, where persons just go off and you don't even know where the persons are buried. As a BARP member, once you are signed up for the life benefit, we know, I mean, I can say with confidence that that would not be the story for any BARP member signed up under the life benefit.
And that means a great deal, because Barbadians are known for working so hard through the years. So to be able to benefit from a plan like this, even as you function later in life, but think about how you will pass on. Because I know a lot of people don't want to leave a lot of burden with their relatives as well.
Exactly.
And that can be one of those things that really is a bugbear for older people. Talk to us, Joel, about the plan itself. And I know Marilyn will tell us how we can be a part of it, but what are some of the benefits of this plan?
All right, the Life Benefit Plan, first it was a collaboration between the BARP Association, Lynch Insurance Brokers, and the ICBL. And this was to ensure that each BARP member had this life benefit, which will assist, as Marlon would have said, with any burial expenses. Now, the persons will name a beneficiary or beneficiaries. We can name as many as you can, and on death, the $5,000 is then paid out to the beneficiaries.
Yes. That's absolutely beautiful and certainly sounds like it's easy to do. So how do we sign on to the plan as members of BARP?
You come to BARP or you go to Lynch Insurance Brokers at Sky Mall. You must be a BARP member in good standing, financial standing. Now, Joel will speak to the age side of it, but once you're a BARP member in good financial standing, yes, you can sign up onto the BARP life benefit. If you are not yet a BARP member, you can sign up and come on, but But if you are now joining and you are over the age of 70, you can't sign on to the life benefit. If, however, you are an existing BARP member and you were on the previous life benefit plan, age does not matter during the open enrollment period. And let me add here as well that when we look at another angle I would want to share with the viewers is, let's say you have a gardener, your helper who's been with you for a while, they're under the age of 70 or they're a BARP member. You could pay as an act of goodwill. You can pay that premium for them on an annual basis. And then when they're transition, at least you know that you would have made a contribution because I'm assuming that all persons who have helpers and gardeners, etc., they pay national insurance for them. So they will get their piece, pension at their retirement. But as an act of goodwill, I want to encourage employers, particularly those persons who have their helpers, who have their gardeners, or maybe it's a godmother or somebody you look after, as an act of goodwill, pay that premium, which Joel will tell you how much it is and how it can be paid, to ensure that your loved ones, their needs, their final expenses can be looked after.
All right, so let's delve into that.
Okay.
And it's great to hear that as long as someone is already a member of BARP, they don't have to worry then about not being able to get onto the plan.
If they were on the previous plan, they wouldn't have to worry, but they need to sign up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. The open enrollment has been extended until the end of May this year. So persons do have an additional month to sign up. Marlon would have mentioned gardeners, probably helpers at home, but think about your parents also. You can also sign up on behalf of your parents. This benefit is an annual benefit. It's $214.20 annually. The insurer has allowed persons to make it in 2 installments. So you can make 2 equal installments. The benefit is a $5,000 life benefit. Marlon would have indicated that persons who are over 70, who were on the plan before, can still join. So we're encouraging members who might not have signed up as yet to still come forward, sign up for the benefit, and join the plan also.
Do you have to do a medical? Because usually, if you're going to sign on to a plan of this sort, you have to go in and get medicals done and so on.
No, there's no medicals done. There's just the application form you complete, and that's it. There's no medicals that can be completed.
All right, that is a real positive, especially looking at where we are in Barbados. And it's great that people are looking out for their health a whole lot more, but planning for later in life and even after life is of equal importance. What's the response been like from the membership of BARP so far, Marilyn?
It's been good, but I want to say it's been fantastic. We haven't reached there yet because I don't think everybody understands that you must sign up. Because some people say, well, I was on the plan before. Yes, you were. But unless you sign up now, you can't get on the new plan. Right. And what's also important is you would have signed up with another insurer. Your information, you have not given anybody the right to transfer your information to another insurance company. So the responsibility is yours to come and sign up. So if you ask me that mid-May, I want to say it's fantastic. We're overwhelmed. We're not yet overwhelmed. I want our members to overwhelm BARP.
For sure. After Morning Barbados, I promise you they will. For people who want to know what has happened with the money that was paid in the previous plan, now that we're migrating to this new plan.
Right. No, but that plan was with a previous insurer, so the coverage would have ended when that coverage ended. This is a new insurer, so we're asking persons to come in, sign up. Your information would have changed. You probably would have had changes in your beneficiary, changes in your address. So there's probably new information now. So
because that period would have been covered by the monies paid in, there will be no refund.
No, there's no refund.
Because I know people will be asking about, what would have happened.
Yes, we get that question a lot. But there's no refund. The premium you paid before was for the previous insurance company.
All right, so
there's no
something new
refund.
and moving
Something
forward.
new.
Spiced down with seats and moving.
Yes.
This is where we're going. So, when will benefits be paid out? Unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, you have someone who's passed on, and they've been signed up,
right.
And the beneficiary wants to come in. How does that work?
Okay, first of all, there's a 2-year waiting period, so persons must survive 2 years after signing up on the medical plan. Should you survive that 2 years, then your beneficiary comes in. They say, well, I was the beneficiary of XYZ, and I'm coming forward to retrieve the funds for the benefit. If the person has died within that 2-year period, then the premiums are then refunded to that named beneficiary.
All right, well, that's a really good thing, Marilyn. And, I'd like to think that this didn't, but I'm sure it has taken some real negotiating to really make sure that the BARP membership are getting the very best of any plan that you offer.
So true, Joel. Tisha, I'm overwhelmed here with my Tisha. Powerful combination here this morning, trust me. But we place a high value on our members, so therefore we leave no stone unturned, so that, as you said, a lot of negotiation, yes, but what I recognize, we have our brokers there. We tell them what we are looking for, and they fine-tune our requests, and they do all the rest, and they come back to us with the results. So we want to place on record our gratitude to Lynch Insurance Brokers as well, and to ICBL for giving us the opportunity to offer this life benefit to our members.
All right, good stuff. I want to double down on, because a lot of people seemingly miss this. First of all, the deadline for open enrollment is to the end
of May. It's a 1 month extension has been granted.
To the end of May.
By the ICBL, yes.
So you have time, but we don't want you to hold on to that. It's to the end of May. Make sure you go on in, so that if you have to get any additional information or what have you, you have the ample time you need to be able to do it.
Right.
Also, the maximum age for new enrollment is 70.
Right.
So you still have time. It's wonderful that BARP, what you did is you said people from the time you turn 40, you can come on board and be a member of BARP. So for those people who are not yet 70, this really is the call to action for you to be able to do it. And then, of course, the coverage, $5,000, can really make a huge difference. Final call for you, Marilyn, for people to, make the right choice in terms of what they're doing, to make sure that they can indeed contribute to, what happens after they pass.
Final call. Thank you, Joel. Tisha. Joel and I were chatting all morning. The final call will be to, again, encourage every BARP member to sign up. Recognize that you are making a contribution towards your final expenses. And also, it's not a sobering thought, but we cannot leave this world alive. So if you can assist in making it less difficult for you, the ones we leave behind, we know that they're going to miss us physically. Don't put an extra burden on them financially. Help your family by helping yourselves and signing up. You are today, I want to remind you all that you are responsible for your life. You're also responsible for what happens when you pass. So therefore, now is the only time. Come out, sign up for the life benefit. You can come to BARP at Murview House, Hastings, or go over to Lynch Insurance Brokers at Sky Mall, Haggett Hall.
All right, excellent. And I know we're wrapping, but I have a message coming through. Someone says, can BARP members who live abroad also sign up for the benefit?
Unfortunately, no. You have to be a resident of Barbados to sign up for the medical plan.
All right, so you have to be a resident. Sorry, BARP members who are outside of Barbados, only residents can sign up. But I'm sure when you retire to Barbados, as a what we love to call returning national, then of course you can absolutely sign up. So thank you so much, Joel, for coming in and sharing with us. Joel Denner is the manager of health and benefits, the health and benefits division at Lynch Insurance Brokers, and Marilyn Riceborn is the president with the most of BARP. So, you know, just doing more and more every single day. Congratulations to you and the team.
Thank you so very much. And thank you also, CBC, for having us here this morning. And again, we just want to ask everybody, make it worth your while by coming over and signing up for this life benefit.
Absolutely. Make sure you sign up. You don't have until May.
No.
It's time for another break here on Morning Barbados. But we have some young musicians who will be coming through, so you won't want to miss that. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
For the past 19 years, QFM has been sharing with you, learning from you, and together building a community for all mature audiences. That's why we say Q is good for you. To our Q family, we say thank you for staying connected to Q 100.7 FM. QFM is a station of the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation. CBC, celebrating 60, connecting Barbadian communities.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and News Night reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Already 21 minutes after 7 o'clock, 21 minutes after 7. Get a move on. I know sometimes we lag and don't know where the time goes, but I want to make sure that you're on time. So as for the signing up for that insurance from BARP, they have a pop-up shop. It's going to be on Saturday at Sky Mall, so make sure you get on out. You have no excuses as you do your weekly rounds to the supermarket or wherever Sky Mall is centrally located. You can head on over and make sure that you sign up. They're going to be there from 10 o'clock in the morning at Sky Mall. Get on out and sign up for that plan. I certainly will encourage everyone in my life who is, you know, a member of BARP to go on out and sign up for that amazing plan. All right, it's time now for some Pan on the Hill. Well, this is barely a hill here, so we're going to have to take you elsewhere. Tahila Durant is a member of the Christchurch Foundation School Still Orchestra, and so is Alyssa Bell. And I remember you both were rocking out this studio just a few months ago. It's amazing to see you performing. They're here with their amazing musical director, Lori Worrell. So good morning and welcome. Good
morning.
It's always good to see this color. You guys look so vibrant and stuff in this yellow, but most importantly, they're doing exceptionally well.
Yes.
Not only on the school circuit, but on the national circuit, Lori. What do you attribute to the success of the Steel Orchestra? And you can't say yourself.
Why would I do such a thing? Well, first let me say that we could not be where we are without the NCF, the Pan in the School program, which is what supplied the pans for the school, for us to start teaching pan at the school, right? Since then, the kids have been working really hard. I think because when kids trust the direction of the tutor, it makes it easier for them to get better and to go forward. They work very hard. We put in a lot of hours, and I think a lot of people have seen that. A lot of people have heard that. People pass on the road and they stop and get out the vehicles and take videos and take pictures and ask questions. So the word has gotten around. And then when you see them on stage, I mean, the rest is history. You see the energy, you hear the music, and they're playing well, they're performing well, and that has gained them the attention of Barbados.
That's absolutely beautiful. Tahila, tell me what initially piqued your interest in steel pan.
Well, when I was in third form, I was very, very interested in music from the time I was very little. So at Foundation, there wasn't really a music group per se when I first started going to school. And when I heard there was a steel pan group or a steel orchestra coming to Foundation, I leapt at the opportunity. So that's what really started it for me.
Oh, that's beautiful. So it helped you to really fulfill your desires to be a part of a musical group.
Yes.
What about you, Alyssa?
Well, my mom used to play steel pan, and she went down the hill and she heard them playing orchestra, and she comes back home and she's like, I didn't know you had a group out of school. And I was like, I didn't know either. And she's like, and she's like, you're definitely signing up. And I'm like, okay, I'm definitely signing up. And I'm enjoying it, and I'm loving it, and I'm very grateful that I took her advice.
Listen, I don't have to ask the children twice about how they feel about it. Just the looks on their faces when they're performing, I mean, says it all. But you're putting on an event. And I love to hear it. So taking them outside of the school or classroom setting, moving them away from kind of looking forward to outside performances, and you're a part of Pan Pundy Hill. Tell me more about that.
Pan Pundy Hill Steel Pan Festival. Well, to start, because the group has grown so big, we are running out of resources, right? The NCF has graciously given us the pans. Well, I should say land, because they're not giving us, they're not ours, right? But we are outgrowing the number of pans, so we decided, we need to do something to raise some funds to buy the pans. Pans are expensive, right? It's going to cost us about $120,000 to get the amount of pans we would like to use for the group. So we said, well, we need to do something. Let's use our strategic advantage. Everybody want to hear Foundation. Everybody calling for us every week to perform. So let me just tell them, come to us.
Meet us on the hill.
Meet us on the hill, Palm on the Hill. So we invited some other schools who have steel orchestras. So St. Leonard's, Aline, Combamere, Lodge, Darrell Jordan. We got the Republic Bank Steel Orchestra. We got Calvary, Young People's Society. To come and assist us in putting on this venture. So this Saturday, at the Christchurch Foundation School, not Pondy Hill at Farley Hill, but Pondy Hill on top of Oysters Hill. Putting on Pondy Hill Steel Pan Festival starts at 2 p.m. Adults $30, children $20. Children 5 years and under free. Come, bring your blankets, bring your chairs, bring your umbrellas, bring whatever. Come and enjoy the music. Come and enjoy this with food and drinks on sale. Come have a good time.
And this is a chance for your alum to really come out and support.
Yes, I should
as well. So listen,
all
the people who always bragging, good morning, Derry Boyne. Every single day I'm hearing about Foundation School. Come out and support Foundation School.
Come out and support the All Scholars Association. Is going to have a tent. So those persons who've not signed up with the All Scholars tent, come on over. I mean, I'm an All Scholar as well. I can be there. Of course I'm going to be there. But come and support. You're going to listen, right? It's one thing to see the professional adults performing. It's another thing to see all of these kids. We have 180 performers.
Wow, say
right?
that again.
180.
180 young people.
Young people performing
on steel pans.
So come and see them. We're holding it on the pasture. It is not in the hall. We want burst the school. We want burst the pasture on the big field. Come and see the production.
Outside, and I know you have a lot of great partners who've come on board to make this possible.
Yes, please. I hope I can remember all.
I'll help you if you
thank
can't.
you. ADM, Barbados Mills, the NCF, Signia, Globe, Banks Holdings.
Let me help you, man. CS Pharmacy, Nation Publishing, Fontabelle, Starcom Network, River Road, New Look Company, Roebuck Street, Empowered Sky Mall, Trey Class, Boutique, Sheraton Mall, A&B Music Supplies, Wildy, Jordan's, Lotto Booth, Spitestown, Visual Oasis, 6 Roads, Codrington College Office in St. John.
Those are the box offices.
Those are the box offices.
Those are the box offices.
That's where you can get tickets.
Ticket
all
Nation.
400 places that I listed just now.
That's correct. You can get Ticket Nation online, ticketnation.bb. You can get them at the school, or you can pay at the door. You know, come on. If you didn't get there, come and pay at the door.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now, Tahila, what does it feel like to be the headliner for this event and in your own backyard? Well, I mean, you know, usually you're out performing as a guest performance for a lot of the events, but here you are headlining at your school. You are the major pull for it. So you yourself are now inviting other people to be a part of it. So it must feel really great to be the headliners.
I mean, it does, and it's really great that we can say, yes, let's go and do this and bring all the other groups together to make this event really pop.
Yeah, well, I know usually when people are performing, they look forward to seeing others as well. So who are you looking forward to seeing most at the performance on Saturday?
St. Leonard's Boys.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, St.
I
Leonard's
knew that
Boys.
was coming. St. Leonard's Boys has a really good steel orchestra.
Yeah.
Really great steel orchestra.
All right, so how did you go about selecting the numbers that you're going to be performing? I'm sure that you're going to pull a few tricks out of the bag, Lori.
Don't do that. Don't give it to me. Don't give it to me.
I have to.
There are a couple. I ain't saying nothing. Just if you want to see what happen before they hit the stage, come out. Right? I can't give it to me. I can't give it. I only mention to them a few of the things that, because some things can surprise them as well too. But we got some things coming. We went about choosing groups based on the fact that, one, I'm the director of the National Steel Orchestra, so obviously I know a lot of the tutors in the schools, but I also wanted to include the two other schools in the schools program, which are Allen and St. Leonard's. And I wanted to do some other groups like the community, so the Republic Bank, which you see a young steel orchestra with adults. And then Calvary, which is a church. I want people to understand that steel band playing in church too. You know, ain't just in the schools, they're playing in church. So steel pan's a community instrument. Everybody can play, right? Or has the ability to be able to play. So I wanted to showcase as wide a variety of groups as possible.
What does it mean to have so many young people interested in and playing and becoming so good at playing steel pan here in Barbados?
Well, as I said this on the radio yesterday. I think when you have something culturally that brings people together, one, it keeps them out of trouble, keeps them off the street, and it gives them a direction that they can grow in, right? And for me, that is what this music does. It brings everybody together, and it gives them focus and discipline. It teaches discipline as well, and that is a main factor for me.
All right, so it's Saturday 27th. It's from 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's right. Doors open at 1.
And you guys are rocking out till like 9 or
thereabouts. That's our time.
Because I see that you have some DJs on here. DJ Regular. You know DJ Regular, Alyssa?
I don't think
I know Mommy and Lane, you go to DJ Regular at DJ Regular Exclusive and DJ Smalley. You know these DJs? Tahila? You're going to get to know them on Saturday though, trust me. So, it's a great mix of everything, and I love that you are bringing out these steel orchestras from the other schools and from the churches as well, for all of them to really showcase their talents and how they're doing and what they're growing, all for a worthy cause.
That's right.
Let's reinforce that. Yes, all for a worthy cause, because if we are teaching the young people is of equal importance, that they're able to have tools to be able to
Correct.
to learn on. So good stuff.
Thank you.
Make sure you come on out. The Christchurch Foundation Music Department presents Pan Pundy Hill, not Farley Hill here.
Always says Hill. Always says Hill.
So don't go down to Farley Hill talking about, are you here for Christchurch Foundation? Pan Pundy Hill. Of course, I know that you old scholars refer to the school as
The Beacon on the Hill.
the Beacon on the Hill. There you go. This one correct.
It's been the door.
Basketball Foundation. It's foundation.
Yeah, Basketball's Foundation?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me why.
Because we right there. We just gonna the first stop.
We-
How's money going on? I got them.
I was not talking, Alyssa. So make sure you grab your tickets. Let me give you those box offices again. Ticketnation.bb. You can always go there if you want to go digital. That's always easier. For those people who are in Bridgetown, CS Pharmacy, Nation Publishing, Fontebelle, Sarcom River Road, New Look Boutique, they're on Roebuck Street, Empowered, Sky Mall, Trey Class Boutique, Sheraton Mall, AMB Music Supplies, Wildy, Jordan's Lotto Booth in Spikestown, Visual Oasis, 6 Roads, and Codrington College office in St. John. They have not missed a spot on the island. So you have absolutely no excuses. So make sure that you get on out and get those tickets. And even if you can't make it, buy a ticket. Give it to a young person. You might be introducing them to something that they love. Quickly before you go, how do we get be a part? How do we sign up for the National Youth Seal Orchestra? I know you guys are oversubscribed, but hopefully this will help add to the offering.
Question every day up to yesterday. Call the NCF. Talk to the NCF.
Yeah,
right?
they let you
I
know.
mean, it still has to go. It has to go to the NCF anyhow. You know,
Yeah.
it's their child, it's their product. Yes, we are oversubscribed, but we're hoping that in the near future we could hold 200, 250 personnel. So yeah.
I could see a big National Youth Steel Orchestra just rocking out, and if they fashion in any way like how the Foundation School Steel Orchestra gets down, yeah. You guys do a fantastic job.
Thank you.
So congratulations, and inviting everybody to come out. You do a great job, Lori.
Thank you.
You know, getting them, you know, in tune with the instrument, and of course, not only just playing, but entertaining. That's what makes all the difference. And he's already said 1,000,000 times he won't give us anything else. He won't give anything away. Usually when Bajans say, I'm not saying anything else, they add on pieces. I'm not saying anything else, but it will be amazing. We will play pieces. He is locked down. So you have to make sure you get your tickets. Come out and celebrate with Foundation School for a worthy cause. It's this Saturday. Pan Pundy Hill. Good morning to all of my Foundation old scholars as well. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you.
I'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you.
I want to make sure I'm there,
Right.
coming with my hat and everything, ready for the cause. All right, time for another break, but we have much more to come here on Morning Barbados, so stick around.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and News Night reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb. From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love Q. When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
So good in a party yet. You know why?
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
For the past 19 years, QFM has been sharing with you, learning from you, and together building a community for all mature audiences. That's why we say Q is good for you. To our Q family, we say thank you for staying connected to Q 100.7 FM. QFM is a station of the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation. CBC, celebrating 60, connecting Barbadian communities.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, so we have been taking in all that the Barbados Community College will be offering as they get ready for their Pundy Road showcases. So we have a few wonderful people who are joining me now to tell us more about it. Wayne Branch is the program coordinator for the Division of Fine Arts. Good to have you with us. Jada Hope is a student who joins us this morning. Good morning to you. Also here is Antonio Howell. Welcome. Good to have you here. Anthony Crawford is also here with us. Welcome. Nikhil Gibson and Zoe Beckles. All right, so let's start with you, Mr. Branch. Talk to us a little bit about the program and all that's offered at the BCC.
Well, BCC, as we are well aware,
into the mic.
is a community organization, and our focus is to teach. But in this case, the focus for the visual arts is more or less to deal with the creative aspect of our society. We have here a number of students present from different aspects of the division. So we have bachelors in fine arts. We have also graphic design in fine arts. And all present would be the associate's degree program as well.
All right, so let's move on to you, Jada. Tell us a little bit about what you do. If you pass off the mic. Yes, please.
I do studio arts, which is the bachelor's in fine arts.
So in my degree is basically not just about building on the foundation that you have with drawing, painting, etc., but providing you the space you need to develop your personal style as an artist. So
All right, good stuff. Talk to me about what the program has been like for you so far, Antonio, as a student of the program.
Hey, good morning again. As a student in the BFA in graphic design, the program has been really developmental for me. Graphic design has been an interest, I would say, from the time I was in primary school, but getting into the program helps to show you the real nitty-gritty of what it takes to be a graphic designer and help to open your eyes to the myriad of approaches that you can take graphic design on.
Beautiful. Anthony, talk to me about what drew you in with this particular program. I mean, there's so many different courses of study on offer, but, you know, what spoke to you about this program?
I have to say personally, it was the creativity in general, because, you know, I started out in fine arts as my associate degree, but I chose graphic design specifically because of the wide variety of different, you know, jobs you can get into, you know, marketing, design, product development, etc.
All right.
Like the variety of it.
Good stuff. Nikhil, for you, what really piqued your interest?
What piqued my interest was my want and my need to further my craft. I have been drawing since I was small, and I came to BCC to further my knowledge and experience. So yeah.
Zoe, what has your experience been like with the program?
It's been really good. You have a lot of different things that you can start out with. You have painting, drawing, sculpture, photography, videography, and, you know, just to help you start out, it gives you an opportunity to figure out what you want to do. And yeah, it's a very good experience.
Excellent. On the road to Pun the road to portfolio is where the students get to showcase all they've learned, what they've been doing, and kind of get tested on it. So tell us what this division will be doing in that regard.
Well, as you just said, the students would be actually embarking on a showcasing of work which they would have done based on self-study, more or less, with the intent to express what they individually would have focused on during the course of their time there. And as what the idea is that by the time that they're finished and they have been successful in this aspect of their studies, they would be awarded the designation that they would have been focusing on.
Or pursuing. That's good. All right, so for you, Zoe, what will you be showcasing? And was it difficult to make the choice?
Well, I will be showcasing ceramic and sculpture. They're both sculptures, but I wanted to focus and bring awareness to the subject of people who grew up without a parent, young people who grew up without a parent, and dealing with death. And yes, at the portfolio, if you want to see it, May 9th to May 17th, you can come to Mornin BCC to see what we have to showcase.
All right, what about you, Jada?
Oh, well, my work actually deals a lot with memory, and thus I utilize a lot of found objects that would typically be associated with the home. So like lace, a literal fridge, things along that nature I experiment with because I like to play with this idea that despite the fact that you might not, recall a lot about your childhood and whatnot, even if there's some inaccuracy or distortion, these memories are what makes you who you are as a person. So that's what my work explores.
Oh, sounds very intriguing. I look forward to it. Nikhil?
My work is about expressions of love through hair. And in my work, I plan to go through different aspects of expressions through cultural love, love of self, and romantic love. Those are the things I'll be focusing on in my pieces.
All right, sounds very thought-provoking, and it sounds like a lot of thought went into it, which is very, very important. Anthony, tell us all about how you will be showcasing all of your work so far.
Well, for graphic designers, we have a major and a minor project. My major is a children's book, kids ages 3 to 6, and it deals with sharing, teaching about different animals and stuff like that. And it's called Jim and His Jar of Jam. It's a little kid who goes around trying to share his jam with like different creatures, and they let him know, well, oh no, I'm a lion, I don't eat jam, I eat meat. Yeah, so that's my major. My minor is a bakery that deals with like nostalgia, that feeling, when your grandma might make you cookies, or your uncle might make you, whatever uncles make their nephews, I don't know. But yeah.
All right, again, very thought-provoking. And Antonio?
Yes, please.
Tell me about how you went about selecting the pieces that you'll be showcasing, or was it just a thought forgone? Maybe something that your work was all so good, you said, just everything.
Well, unfortunately, it's not quite like that. I could just say just everything. The process we go about is that when we come up with the concepts for our pieces, we have to present them and pitch them to the tutors, and then they will give us points as to whether we should change the topic or how we could better amend it to best fit our presentation format. For me, my projects came about, as Anthony said, we have 2 projects. One of them is a store that deals with refurbishing athletic gear in order to resell it for less fortunate persons, athletes. And the next one is branding for a spoken word artist. Both of those came about because there are things that I have active experience in. I would say I'm part a spoken word artist as well, poet. And that community is something that appeals to me, so I wanted to go the approach of doing branding for spoken word artists, because that's something quite atypical. And as it relates to sport, we know that we have many, many budding young athletes here in Barbados, but sometimes the access to gear and that kind of stuff is not as readily available as we would like it to be in order for them to capitalize on their talent. So that was another project that I thought would be useful to the community as a result.
Oh, that's beautiful. And I want to head back now to Mr. Branch to talk to us about the general theme for the showcases, for the portfolio, the calendar for 2024.
Yeah, the general theme is emerging, and it is going to showcase a diversity of work. Much of what is done is, the concepts are pretty much investigated further, so that within the context of the expression, you have much more in-depth stuff coming out of that. And the actual program gets on the way, the actual portfolio program for visual arts and fine arts generally gets on the way on May 9th, and it will go through until the 17th. The opening night is on the 6th. It's on the 9th at 6 p.m. And all are welcome. Our students really need support, and it's really good to see what they have been doing and what has actually come out of the society and the experiences that they would have had. And I think that we all can benefit a tremendous amount from understanding and just embarking on the experience that they would have had in producing the works that are going to be showcased. All
right, well, Jada, final word is yours. You have to tell everybody why they must come out to see you and your other classmates, schoolmates, fellow graphic artists, and all other parts of the arts. Do your showcase for, I saw the calendar, bus to portfolio stop from May 9th.
Right, well, as much as I would like to stand here and brag all about my own work, I must say that I am most excited about the fact that I have watched all of my classmates and the people from the different degrees like graphics and associates really work hard for the past couple of years, and the work that I've seen is definitely worth coming out. It's a lot of experimenting, a lot of thought. It really is an experience that I think the public needs to come and see with their own eyes, because seeing pictures of it won't do any of their work justice at all. It really is going to be amazing this year.
All right, beautiful. I want to thank all of you for coming out, making the trip bright and early to come and share with us. I know sometimes as creators, we like to sleep late. We stress on the we. Me too. But thank you, and I wish you the best, and I certainly look forward to seeing all of your work.
Thank you for having us.
Tonight,
With the mic.
I should also add to that, you should come out tonight to support music as well. Music is in Frank Coleman Hall. It starts at 8 p.m. and you need to be there. It's all part of the season of portfolio, and we welcome the public's attendance.
All right, wonderful stuff. Remember, it's $50, so make sure you get your tickets and get to Frank Coleman Hall, and celebrate with and celebrate the students of the Barbados Community College. It's time for another break. When we come back, we're going to tell you all about an amazing event that's coming up. Do stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and News Night reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right.
Spiritually Aware Group presents 6:30 to 6:30 p.m. at Trevor's Way across from Pelicans Village, Bridgetown, St. Michael. Don't miss Halal Dance Ministry, Charnock's Pentecostal Worship Team, Sammy Jane and One Voice, Saran Lashley, Dr. David Rowan Harp, Sandra Squires, Storytelling and Poetry, Praise Academy of Dance Barbados, Jesus Movement Psalmist featuring Sean Apache Carter and Philip K. Don't miss it. That's Saturday, April 27th, 2024. Call 255-0636 for more details. Email spirituallyawarebarbados@gmail.com to participate or donate.
Heavenlies war in the heavenlies, war in the heavenlies, war in the heavenlies.
Worship in White is absolutely back, and Patricia Cox, the organizer of Spiritually Aware Group Inc. worship event, is here with us this morning. So welcome. Good to have you here.
Good to be here. Good morning to everyone.
All right, good morning. It's back again, 27th. That means it's coming off this weekend.
This weekend, yes.
Yes, talk to me about why you feel it's necessary at this time to worship in this way. I didn't have an opportunity to attend last time, but I heard about how amazing the event was.
Yes, it was amazing last year. It was, after the event, it was like, God, you really did this. You really came through. And people kept saying, you need to have it again next year. I was like, no. I only heard to have it this year. But then Monday, after I was reflecting on what had happened and giving God thanks, for doing it, I heard it's a brand. It's a brand. I said, okay, that means it continues. So I said, okay. So this year I ran with it again. And it's going to be the same venue, which is Pelican, Traverse Way opposite Pelican Village, over by the rocks, from 2:30 to 4 to 6:30. And in this time, especially for this year, what was on my mind was the youth, because we use a lot of youth from the church during COVID, and they need something different, you know. Even from my church, Charnock's Pentecostal, we're seeing the older generation and the young adults. So we need to have the youth involved, and they don't want the same thing that they were having before. So you want to bring church in a different way to them.
Beautiful. Why white, Patricia?
When I first got the vision that this is what it was supposed to be, I saw white people dancing in white, and then God kept bringing the scriptures to me to worship in spirit and in truth, because I said, why white, Lord? I said, when you said to me, you asked me, I said, oh, why white? And scripture came to me to worship God in spirit and in truth. So it's purity, it's truth, worship him openly, honestly, and with your whole heart. So it was white. And that's also the vision that I saw when I first got the vision. That's what I saw, people dancing on the rocks in white. I saw like birds, or they're like cloth material just moving in white in the wind. So it was in white.
Now, I know you have a big stage. There are going to be lots of performances.
Yeah.
So talk to us about that.
Well, as you saw there, we have Praise Academy of Dance Barbados. We have Halal. We have Jesus Movement Summits. We have our Sammy Jane and One Voice. And we have some other, Sandra Squire, she is kind of new to the scene. And we forget people who, in whatever form of worship that you have, to bring to the table. Last year, people just came on board, sometimes the same evening, because they just wanted to get out there. We had mime, we had the dance, of course, we had the storytelling. That's how we got her again this year. And then we have this year, we have something new and different. We have Dr. David Rowe on harp. You don't really see harps playing really in Barbados like that. So that is an interesting aspect to have, to bring something different to bring to the table. So I'm excited about that one. Never heard a harp playing really. So I'm looking forward to hearing that as well.
All right, what do you hope will come of this event?
I'm hoping that people would come on down to worship. We have so many different activities happening, but for the Christian society and for those who want to get into the spiritual aspect where God is concerned, this is a good venue. And it's going to be, it's not just for worship in white, but there's also revival in the city. There are other groups who also caught the vision. And last month there was a revival at Faith Temples in town. Then there's no worship in white. Then there's March for Jesus coming up. And then First Baptist is also having something next month as well, all in the city. So we are reviving the city. God is bringing this back, giving us back the 3 years that we had lost in COVID. He gave his vision to some person else as well. So it's all the dots coming together. So it's going to be a continuous worship in the city.
All right, so all we need to do is show up on Saturday at 2:30 Travers Way, all in our white.
Yes, you can wear. It's not you have to wear white, but white, because it's worship in white. It was awesome last year. You saw there everybody turn up in white. I was amazed that people actually did turn up in white, and it was a sight to see. It was awesome. It's a free event, free. You don't have to worry about money, or you can bring the kids, bring the whole family and friends. There's parking by the BIDC car park as well, and there are bathrooms as well that you can use.
All right, that's absolutely beautiful. So make sure you come out Saturday and worship, wear white as a symbol of purity, and get on out to be blessed from the ministry of artists, dancers, intercessor, singers, psalmists, poets. They're all going to be present for the event. It's free of charge, and it's in Bridgetown, so it's centrally located. I want to thank you, Patricia, for coming in and sharing with us. I know that a lot of this work is often a labor of love for what you do.
It is.
And about really bringing people on board with spirituality. So for more information, you can call 255-0636, or you can email spirituallyawarebarbados@gmail.com if you want to find out more information. I would imagine people will want to know how they can become involved.
Yeah. Yes, they can call that number. You just call 255-0636, or you can email. And I also want, and it's not, as you said, it's a labor of love, but if labor of love, it also there's money involved, things to be done. And there are people who came on board with me. And we have Nation Publishing, We have Spiritually Aware, of course, and then we have Shall Not Spend Any Cost. So they donated, they sponsored part of the event. I still waiting on other people who want to give, who said, Pat, yes, we're going to support you. So if there's anybody out there who wants to support, sure, please feel free to call or to email spirituallyaware@gmail.com.
All right, again, thank you for coming in. And I mean, that's it for us here from Morning Barbados for today, really. The time has quickly gone by. We've dealt with so many things. I certainly hope that you were able to stick by. We are going to keep those tickets for you for Reggae in the Garden, so make sure you keep on listening because you'll get a chance to win with us tomorrow. All right, we'll tell you more about that. Remember, official box offices, CS Pharmacy, Broad Street, Ice Shop, Sheraton Mall, Saul Warren's, Eddie Supermarket, Speightstown, Rubis at Coverley, Wildy, and Sunset Crest, Empowered Sky Mall, Forever Blessed, Tudor Street, Day and Night Boutique Welch's, and A&B Music Supplies on Wildy, or check out BarbadosReggaeWeekend.com. So coming up tomorrow, we talk about Clean Up Barbados 2024. We continue with the Pun the Road series with the Barbados Community College, and we're going to tell you all about a 15-day slim down challenge. That's all tomorrow. Have a great day today. Bye-bye, everyone.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.